Building site entry. I'm more interested in what's in the church, though. He guards it here. I should probably speak with him. I saw many such makeshift repairs on my way here. The earthquake took its toll on roads, too. That asphalt is still warm and sticky. It hasn't been here more than a few hours. Patrol number 523. The investigation at the crime scene hasn't finished yet, so it's necessary to watch it. News for parishioners. The last one announces that the church was damaged by the earthquake and will stay closed during the reconstruction works. The church seems to be in good condition, at least from the outside. I'm Larissa Durand from the Office for Art Theft Investigation. Captain Burke has permitted me to look around the crime scene.
The Office for what? But, wait, you're the new one from the Examiner, aren't you? Geez, I almost swallowed the bait.
A journalist? Me? What makes you think that?
Look, miss, I understand you. You're new and you need to make a name with an exclusive story. If it were some petty theft, I might help you, but this is really something different.
Listen, find Burke and verify it.
So you want to keep playing this stupid game? Journalists. 523, 1039, Burke.
523, 1023. What's going on, Edwards?
There's a woman here.
Durand. Madame Durand.
Durand? She says she's from some office that searches for stolen art items.
Sure, she is. Damn, man, you couldn't even remember your own name.
But you haven't...
Jesus, don't hold her up anymore and let her inside. I've got something here to deal with, then I'll come over.
Well, that's a bit embarrassing. I'm really sorry. I really can't remember him saying anything about you.
It's okay. That rod seems loose. This bar is loose. Maybe it will come in handy.
Wait, I know who you are now, of course. But there are rules, you know. I don't want to give Burke another chance to bite my head off.
Here's my badge. I hope that's the last formality needed here.
Wait, here's the key. I better lock it. You wouldn't believe what the journalists are willing to do for a couple of photos. Moreover, the FBI crew hasn't finished and they have their things here.
Patrol number 523. It's locked. Okay, let's have a look at the very reason I've traveled across the ocean. Well, if it isn't my favorite federal agent, you look great as usual. But to get locked up while working?
Laura, have you run across Burke? Because if not, you're gonna see an exemplary idiot. I suppose he's enjoyed outsmarting an FBI agent, but he's damn well gonna apologize for forgetting about me when he locked the door. Idiot.
Sharp as usual.
Pissed off by the stupidity of others, as usual.
Your hair looks good.
Hair? I haven't had a haircut for at least a year. What about you? Still with Max?
A year? How long ago was it when we were stuck in that stinking hole in Macau? 2 years?
More. You know what? I miss it. Only us two naive girls from the Russian and American police, far from all those forms and procedures.
Don't tell me that. So what do you have?
We haven't secured it all here yet, although the FBI has already taken some things away. The police were investigating here too, but we took over quite quickly.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
That's why I needed you. Show me that you haven't grown lazy in Lyon.
The cross is heavily damaged. It's hard to say if it's the result of the earthquake, vandalism, or simply the ravages of time. I've not seen such a burner in years, but I used to have a similar one. It could really get red hot. There should be a plastic reservoir for a filter and coffee under the lid. At least there was in the espresso machine I had in my office back in Russia. Cups that the structural engineers probably used for their morning coffee. They're as clean as new. It's empty. I'm not sure how I should use them. I'm definitely not going to drink from any of them. I'm not getting any coffee from this, and even if it worked, it would be highly unprofessional. This confirms what I guessed in Lyon already. An overthrown chair, several drops of blood next to it, and a helmet. Someone fell to the ground here straight from the table, or someone made them fall. It surprises me how many potential weapons I see here, and yet it seems there was no fight here. Someone fell from the chair, but nothing more. How much of the two of us lived through together? In fact, I'm not even sure why we hadn't called one another for so long. Maybe too much work? Kira has a simple portable laboratory here. I'm sure she'll help me with analyzing some clues. Tags used for marking evidence at a crime scene. There are some photos under them. I'd like to take those tags, and those photos too. That is, if you don't mind.
Sure. You can mark everything you consider important here. That's why you're here, isn't it?
That's weird. I don't remember seeing an overthrown spotlight in the photo with the Bible. Although, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was there. That's weird. I don't remember seeing an overthrown spotlight in the photo with the Bible. Although, maybe I'm wrong. There's an open Bible on the ground, and all the blood around. It gives me the shivers. A detailed photo of one of the figures from the painting. This photo differs from the way the crime scene looks now. I wonder what happened there after the shot was taken. When I arrived at the scene, the spotlight wasn't standing like that. I can see almost nothing on the painting with the naked eye. So here you are. Who might have made you? And why do you have so much in common with Max?
What are you saying? Did you say something about Max? How is he anyway?
Well, I'm telling myself, why is it here? Why just those 4 paintings? Why not any others?
Why do you never answer me when I ask about Max? Did something happen? I don't mean to pry, but look, if you don't want to, don't say anything.
You're right. I don't want to. Please don't be angry, but no, not now.
All right. I won't push it.
I think I'll keep it on. It's much more visible in this light. This is the Archangel Gabriel copied from the Annunciation painting by Federico Barocci. Actually, this one led me to making out what paintings these are. 2 angels clearly have a lily, which is one of the key elements of the Annunciation. Is it some kind of a message for us? What is that man trying to tell us? If I remember right, this is a cutting from the Annunciation painting by a certain group of masters from Bavaria, and it depicts the Archangel Gabriel, of course. 8 pairs of hands, and bloody handprints all around the angels. Did the culprit want to say something by that? To draw attention to something in the main motif of the Annunciation? To hands of the angels? Back in Lyon, those wings led me to understanding what those paintings really are. This is part of the Annunciation painting by Philippe de Champagne. The angel is Gabriel, considered by some to be the angel of death. It's Gabriel from a painting by Domenico Becciafumi. In other words, it's the angel of death from the Annunciation painting. A torn piece of plastic bag. But those stains look like blood. I should tell Kira about it. Locked. But someone has to have a key, haven't they? The keys don't fit. Engineers from Argo built scaffolding here. I guess they used it to examine the ceiling. We rejected that escape route as unusable. The corridor leads to the building site next to the church, but the report says the door was locked. There's a strong smell of gas here. Good that the FBI has separated the adjacent room with a plastic curtain, or else Kira probably wouldn't be able to work there. Those valves probably turn off the gas pipes. I probably should try to shut off the gas, but God knows where all those pipes lead to, so I don't feel like shutting them all off. Maybe if I find the exact place of the gas leakage. I probably should try to shut off the gas. This plug powers all the spotlights in the corridor. It looks rather provisional.
No! Don't do that! Have you lost your mind?
What? Why? The gas?
Of course! What do you think would happen if there was even a single spark? You don't remember the report stating that the gas is explosive?
Sorry, I didn't realize.
There is still a leak somewhere, so we have to stop it first. Then we have to ventilate the gas that's already here, and then you may play with electricity as much as you please.
Sure, and thanks. Such a stupid, foolish mistake.
Agent Durand? Oh, are you here?
Oh, yeah. You'll surely enjoy him. It's really a remarkable experience working with him.
And what about the gas?
I'll try and find out where it's leaking before you finish with him.
Agent Durand, so you're the one who's gonna show us how to do it right, huh? Oh, my apologies for Edwards.
Don't worry about it.
That man's head is hollow. But people on the streets respect him. I don't get why. Yeah. And here's the FBI report about the technician who wasn't here when it happened. Well, continue with your investigation. By the way, it's pretty neat in here, isn't it?
Well, one certainly can't choose a crime scene.
That's right, at least if you're not a psychopath who paints with human blood. All right, it's all yours. It's already been documented both by my guys and the FBI, but if you think you can find something...
That metal door is closed. Do you have a key?
Of course. What do you think, we're totally incompetent here?
So could you please unlock that metal door for me?
Let's go. And by the way, have you noticed you've been getting our full cooperation with anything you've asked for? It'd be nice if you mentioned that in your report. And it's open. Nothing's stopping you now.
Could we now go over what we know?
Well, we've got 3 missing engineers. The 4th one was lucky. He was at the hospital when it happened. Look at this folder. The culprit? A fanatic out for publicity.
And where would you say those missing persons are?
What do you think? Dead, of course. Their bodies are probably in the bay or dumped somewhere. Now try to do your best. I've got to go deal with Edwards again. And take care not to stumble over anything. One can't be too careful.
Several gas pipes? I'd expect 1 or 2, but this looks complicated. Several gas pipes? The box is full of paper strips from the shredder. Either those technicians needed them for something, or even churches have their secrets that must stay hidden. Huh. Maybe I should use a piece of paper to find the place where the gas is leaking from. Maybe I can use them to air the place out. But first I have to find and stop the leakage. Yes, if I find the correct place, the paper scrap will surely react. This is it. This is where the gas is leaking from. Now I'll wait for Lara.
So?
I know where the gas is leaking from. It's from this joint. I don't think we can fix that, but I guess we could turn off the gas mains.
Great. I think I can do this myself. You can get back to whatever you were doing there. I presume those spotlights were put here by the Argo structural engineers. The barrel is almost empty, only a thin layer of something sand-like on the bottom. The window overlooks the street behind the church. I can't reach there. Moreover, the window looks blocked. They probably can't easily be opened. One has to be careful with a blowtorch. Failure to do so has caused many fires. I think this might come in handy, but it's too high. I'll take the piece of paper. Maybe I can find some use for it. Heavy cement bricks. God knows what they are doing here. I can see some shaft under the lid. It probably leads to the pipes and cables under the church. There's a full pallet on the lid. I've no chance of moving it. There should be a building site behind that door. I saw it from the street. I've no chance of moving that pallet. It seems damaged. Stopping the gas flow isn't going to be that easy after all. I used these valves to stop the gas leak. Good, the gas has been mostly aired out. I think it's almost empty, but maybe I can use it even so. I think that's the place where the subway cave-in happened. Anyone could come and leave through the hole leading to the tunnel, and maybe take something, or somebody with them. The case is closed and secured with leather straps. In contrast to the other things, it's absolutely clean. Police technicians use those. Surely it was left there by the FBI. This case belongs to the FBI technicians. I'm permitted to study the crime scene, but I guess they wouldn't be too happy if I went through their stuff. Judging by the dust layer on the handle and the bottom edge of the door, it hasn't been open for several weeks at least. So here's the place of that accident. It looks scary. That looks like a record of the work the Argo technicians carried out here. Let's look at the last pages. Central nave of St. Peter's Church. I can't go there now in the middle of the night. I came to the crime scene from the street through that corridor. Central nave of St. Peter's Church. I came to the crime scene from the street through that corridor. A library and an office. Only church staff can enter them. The door is locked at night, and I don't need anything there. The crime scene is in the basement. This is called a tri-square, I think. The main part of the investigation takes place here. There's the principal evidence, the painting painted with blood. Gas leaked here. Fortunately, Kira warned me soon enough. I found myself in the place where the subway cave-in occurred. I came to the church cellar with the blood paintings through here. I can't do that. It's bolted down. First clamp is out. Second clamp is out, and the ruler is loose. I'll borrow the ruler. It's not evidence, so it shouldn't be a problem. Kira?
Yes, Laura.
So you think about China often?
Of China, of Russia, mostly of Golovkin's expression when he found out he sold all those smuggled jewels to police agents. We should have taken a photo of him then.
Well, it wasn't so funny then.
But it ended well. So what? It all made more sense then. The work had meaning.
Problems in the agency?
Oh, you don't want to hear it.
Do you want to talk about your work? About how you are doing?
I don't now. I'd rather not. This work is really cursed. It gets you into situations that probably don't have any understandable solution. No matter what you do, in the end, you'll have to defend it all before some idiot having no idea what you're talking about.
What's happened? Some specific case?
Nothing I'd want to dig any deeper into. You and SWOA are more or less an independent department now, right? You should appreciate that. I mean it.
Do we know anything more about those missing technicians?
Argo reputedly sent us something already, but it hasn't gotten to me yet. The internal communication is terrible. Sometimes I think it would be faster to throw a bottle in the sea than to send an email. In fact, the only new thing I've discovered is that Argo originally sent 4 technicians, but the 4th one, a certain Yatsek, had to go to hospital. A blessing in disguise.
Am I to put those tags everywhere where I think there's some interesting clue?
Exactly.
But you've already searched here and recorded it all, haven't you?
Well, firstly, we haven't finished here yet, and secondly, if I knew you wouldn't find anything new, I wouldn't rush you here from halfway across the world, would I?
Do we know something more about Yatsek?
We'll certainly check him, but I wouldn't expect much. Maybe he will tell us something about his missing colleagues, but that's probably all.
That Burke isn't exactly a genius, but I've seen worse. Much worse.
Yeah? Just wait. He'll surprise you yet. We usually get along with the police without any problems, but he's the exception to the rule.
There is no fallen spotlight in those pictures. Do you know how it happened?
If it's not in those pictures, it had to have happened recently. And because I work for the FBI, you can probably guess who to ask. And because I work for the FBI, you can probably guess who to ask.
Yes, I think I can. The blowtorch in the corridor. It could be important.
You think so?
Finding a blowtorch near a place where there's a gas leak is a bit suspicious.
Oh, you're right.
Someone should look at that place where the gas is leaking to check if it really was caused by the earthquake.
Absolutely, they certainly should.
That's a hell of a lot of blood.
Have you noticed how evenly spread it is? No actual stains. And I don't think blood is particularly good for painting.
It definitely isn't. What did he hold the blood in? With what did he paint? I saw a brush somewhere around. Do you have any idea what he meant to say with that painting?
That's one of the reasons you're here. Come on, I know you can figure it out.
Nice. A piece of plastic with a drop of blood, I think.
Why doesn't it surprise me that they overlooked that?
Maybe the plastic was used to wrap a body. Or bodies.
You see, you probably understand now why I wanted you to be here.
What about that Bible?
I've noticed it, but there are no marks on it. No fingerprints, blood, nothing.
Is it possible it belongs to the murderer?
You mean he could be some religious fanatic? Maybe. But for someone like that, the Bible would be sacred. And he wouldn't just toss it here.
Kira, do you have a moment?
Sure. Do you have anything new?
I can't think of anything more now. I'm going to look around a bit.
Sure. There's no hurry.
I already have a paper strip. I don't think I'll need more. A box of thumbtacks. They're useful in many situations. For example, to hold strings used for representing a trajectory of a projectile or blood spurts at a crime scene. I'll take those thumbtacks. It must be 10 or 20 meters long. It could come in handy. A wire like this can be used in many ways. At least I hope so. Well, I'll take it anyway. It's hard to say what the can contained. It's a bit rusty, but there are no holes in it. Now, I don't know what it could be used for, but something may come up.
If I'm saying I told you something, then I told you. You think I'm lying?
No, not that. Maybe you just forgot.
No, Edwards. Forgetting is your specialty. Look, our dear guest from France has finished. So what do we overlook? Or maybe we can help you with something.
Down in the corridor, there's a door leading to the building site.
And?
It probably would be useful to look there.
Maybe it will surprise you, but we looked at the building site over the fence. The other side of the door is filled with more pallets. So, wait for it. And so it's useless to interest ourselves in the building site. They call that, dear miss, a deduction, you know?
So originally there were 4 of those structural engineers. What about the 4th one, the one who survived? Who is he?
Yatsek. Yeah, but he wasn't there with them. Reputedly, they rushed the work too much. Something broke loose somewhere and wounded him. He had to go to the hospital, and that saved his life. He won't have much to tell us about what happened here.
I assume you've seen the blood test results? Anything interesting?
Sure, of course I have. We don't dismiss any evidence. And if something like that is found, of course we try to utilize it. I'm not a novice. I know that every little...
To the point, please. The blood tests.
I only wanted to emphasize we certainly haven't underestimated anything. According to the analysis, the blood belongs to 3 subjects. One of them has been confirmed to be one of the 3 structural engineers. To confirm the other 2 is only a matter of time.
I already have some information from the folder we received. Is there anything new?
Nothing I know about, but there is one strange thing. You probably know how much blood the average male adult has.
Usually about 5 liters.
Well, it seems you Europeans have as much as we do. And now think about cutting the throats of 3 people. Or even just 2. You'd expect more blood around here, wouldn't you? That man had it planned, I'll tell you that.
That sounds logical.
Logical thinking won't help you much, miss, when you don't have enough practical experience. Luckily for this case, I've got both.
That will be all for now. I feel there's something down there which doesn't match the photos we've got. Do you have any ideas about that?
What do you mean exactly?
Don't tell me that it was lying there that way when you discovered it.
Well, how to say it? Someone has knocked down the spotlight, one of us. But luckily everything was already documented.
I see. And it was you?
Me? No, it...
Damn, does it really matter who did it? Well, it just happened. Not that it was such a tragedy.
Wouldn't it be better to stand up the spotlight again and switch it on? I need to see the place in the same state it was then.
I don't think the boss would object to that.
Edwards, keep those comments of yours to yourself, will you?
In the church cellar, there is a door leading to the building site.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about it. I've been to the room under the stairs only. Maybe the boss would know something.
Who discovered the crime scene? Do we know anything about him?
Thomas Stout, the church custodian. He's in his late 70s, but refuses to let someone younger take over. I've known him for more than 20 years. In fact, he was not supposed to go there. The structural engineers from Argo told him clearly that it may be unstable.
Let me guess. He went to discreetly check if they weren't stealing something?
I wouldn't blame him for that, it's his work. Moreover, 2 years ago, the roof was repaired, and indeed several things were stolen. And if he hadn't gone there, we would have found it much later.
The place where you found the blood, is there anything else I should know about it?
I actually haven't searched there too much. I don't even have necessary training for that. It's underground. Not many people go there. Actually, it's much bigger, but a part of it is closed.
I've already opened the doors.
Oh, as you may have discovered for yourself already, it really stinks there. Probably some kind of gas leak.
And what do you think about it? The blood, 3 missing persons, you probably have an opinion.
What do you want to hear? 3 people went missing and there's a wall painted with blood inside. Damn, what's happening with this world? When I see something like that in a movie, I always wonder how these people can think up such things. And now we have it here.
You haven't told me much.
All right, I'll put it another way. I've walked these streets for ages, and I've seen a lot, but nothing like this. It's completely new to me. Never seen anything like that. When it gets public, things will change here a lot. Fear is a terrible thing.
But that's only talk. What about a suspect? Could it be someone local?
Local? No way, forget about that. Someone local? I know these people, none of them did that. At least I hope not. It'd be horrible.
Do you know anything about the blood those paintings are painted with?
Well, at first we thought it was paint,
Or at least we hoped it was.
but of course it's not. There was another possibility, that it was animal blood. But no, and as if that wasn't enough, the results show the blood belongs to 3 different people.
So the analysis is complete?
Well, I had to hurry it along a bit, but you know.
It's partly done. I haven't seen the report. It's not my business after all, but they managed to identify one of the samples. They say it belonged to a structural engineer from the Argo Company. Foreigner. Czech, I think.
Yeah, check. Joseph Orel.
Those 2 brothers from Argo are missing too. Hungarians who disappeared together with him. So it's not hard to guess who the rest of the blood belongs to.
The earthquake. It was quite disastrous, wasn't it?
It was costly, and it's going to be worse. A tree fell on my car. I may as well scrap it now. My mother-in-law took my usual parking space that day, so she really owes me. Our house has a crack 2 stories high. The water supply is off, and it's going to take ages before they repair it. Thank God no one was hurt, but it's going to cost.
An old metal fence. One of the bars is broken. There's some building site behind the fence, but no one is working there. After the earthquake, all the construction works were probably suspended for some time. It wouldn't stand long with one of its legs broken. I saw it in the photos in Lyon already. The blood belongs to one of those technicians. There's no need to analyze it again. It looks like a broken leg off the spotlight. I doubt it will be possible to attach it back onto the spotlight. It's too twisted for that, but maybe I can use it for something else. The broken edge is quite sharp. It won't be possible to reattach it. The part that holds the spotlight is too small to fix the other one onto it. And moreover, the leg is twisted. Interesting combination. Who would have thought that? In any case, it seems it will suffice as a leg replacement. That should hold. Good. Hopefully it will work. Maybe I should repair it before I stand it up. The spotlight is turned on and I really don't want to get an electric shock. Right. If I'm to replace the light bulb, it'd be better to do it with the power supply turned off. The light bulb is smashed, and in such a smart way that it'll be hard to get the metal cap out. I won't touch it with my bare hands. I don't want to cut myself. The washcloth in the sink is still slightly wet. I hope no one will mind if I take this washcloth. The bulb is broken. No one will miss it. I'll throw it away. The broken bulb is out. Now only to replace it with a good one. I could use that light bulb, but I can't remove it while the light is on. With the lights off, one can't see into the corridor properly. The spotlight hatch protects the light bulb from breaking. A common hexagon bolt. I think that nothing else is holding the cap. Good that the bolt wasn't too tight, otherwise I wouldn't be able to get there so easy. Damn, it's too hot! I'll take that bulb. No one will miss it. That should work. The bulb fits nicely. It's turned off. I should replace the bulb and stand the spotlight up before turning it on again. Good. Although it's not exactly in its original position, I think it's good enough to get some idea. And it will definitely illuminate it here a bit more. I guess I could try placing the spotlight back to its original location. That's it, exactly as in the photos. The spotlight is just where it should be. I'm not going to move it anywhere. Although the hands of those angels are really interesting, I don't know what I should do with them. The way those angels are turned, their hands seemingly pointing to somewhere, maybe it has some meaning? I can't push the thumbtack in. What now? Good. It could help me a bit. Now I should fix some strings to it. Great. That should work. I have to say that if those hands really point to the same place, their author had to have great spatial imagination. I was right. All those hands really point to the same place.
Bravo, Lara. It seems most of the hands indeed point to the hole in the plaster. Now we have to find out what's so special about that spot.
For a while I thought the hole was created by the earthquake, but when I'm looking at it in detail, it's evident that the edges are too sharp, as if someone has cut into the wall. Why should I carry pieces of plaster with me? There's quite a lot of asphalt hardening in the can. I'm not in the mood for cooking, and I would never cook in this anyway. The burner is turned up to maximum. The bottom of the asphalt boils, but the top stays solid. What should I do about that? First, I should grab the can with something. Now that I'm holding it firmly, I can finish it. Good, the special adhesive mixture is ready. Great, that's exactly what I needed. I hope the asphalt will stay warm long enough. That hot asphalt should be able to hold the mortar pieces stuck on the wall. Let's see what comes out of this. I've got it. Perfect. There's something written here. Crux and Sia. I'm almost 100% sure that crux means across. But what about Sia? Darkness? No, that's obscuritas. But it's something very similar. Or a shadow? Yes, that could be it. A cross and a shadow. Of course! He means the shadow cast by the cross. Good thing I've moved that spotlight to its original position. This duct is the place marked by the shadow of the cross. I see some paper inside. This grate is too heavy for me to lift just like that. It's good that I brought this bar. There's a sheet of paper with some writing on it inside the duct. It can't be only coincidence that the shadow of the cross pointed to it. I wonder how that paper got there. It's written by hand, probably a quotation. When he opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, "Come," and I saw, and behold, a pale horse, and its rider's name was Death, and hell followed him. I don't understand. What does it mean? I shouldn't be doing this until I talk to Kira. I'll just compare those and leave the Bible where it is. The quotation certainly is from the Bible, but from where? From which part? When the Lamb opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say,
Come and see, and I looked, and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. Book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 7.
What? You know it? How so?
Let's just say it's a nice memory of my father. You don't know the Bible well? Oh, shame on you. If they're playing a guess the verse game in hell, I'll have no equal.
But why has he left it here?
Surely not by chance. 6 and 7. Maybe those numbers mean something.
Kira's knowledge of the Bible saved me a lot of searching. How much have the two of us lived through together? In fact, I'm not even sure why we hadn't called one another for so long. Maybe too much work? Kira?
Yes, Laura.
I'm afraid I don't have the necessary equipment with me, but it would be wise to examine the duct where the piece of paper lay.
Right. Someone will look at it later.
I think the spotlight is quite important. There's no doubt the culprit tampered with it.
Yes, it certainly is a clue we should pay attention to.
I think someone fell here. Do you see the knockdown chair?
Maybe a struggle. I don't think so. If the murderer was alone against 3 adult men.
Yes, someone would have grabbed something and used it as a weapon. I take it you didn't find blood on anything?
We have a UV lamp here, if you wish to see for yourself.
So let's rule out a struggle. What else is there? Did he drug them somehow?
I had that idea too. But it's not the gas, otherwise we wouldn't be talking here now.
Did the experts from the SFPD notice that smudge?
Did somebody drag something here? Or someone?
Exactly, but why does it end so abruptly? I think he carried the bodies wrapped in something. Maybe he cut their throats here, and then, when finished, he dragged them to some plastic or a sheet.
Absolutely. That explains why there's not much blood around here.
I've discovered writing on the wall. Crux and Sia. A cross and...
Shadow. A cross and shadow. I bet it's from him. From the guy who doesn't like common painting colors and paints with blood. He's trying to tell us something.
What is it, nonsense, or does it really mean something?
It surely means something, at least in his eyes. But there's a cross here. Does it cast a shadow? Did he mean the shadow of the cross?
So we have some numbers. What can they mean? Some place, or are they coordinates?
Maybe. Or it's some time, a date, mailbox, a telephone number, anything.
And what about that Bible?
6-7? You know what? That could be it.
All that evidence, the tracks he left behind.
He wants us to catch him?
Maybe. Or he wants to be seen.
No letter to newspapers, no crime in a public place. If he wants to show off, then probably only to us. Maybe it's some game of his.
Maybe. Okay, and the duct is marked as evidence. If this peculiarity isn't marked as evidence, I'm not really sure what should. Oh yes, I think that's really it. I was at the place marked by that number. There's a barred shaft there. This is definitely another clue. Such crazy riddles. Why is the murderer playing with us like this? Why is it made so intricately? I can't imagine anyone getting here except at least partially by chance. Edwards has left already?
He went to fetch me something to eat. Seems we forgot about you. Look, no offense, but we really searched it here. You're not with a crime team, but you probably know there's set procedures for such situations.
Maybe. Or maybe there's nothing to see for someone who's only used to checking off items on a list. No offense.
Here, boss.
What the hell is it?
The chicken sandwich. You wanted chicken, didn't you?
For God's sake, man, I told you. Just not chicken. Anything but the chicken sandwich. It's enough I can't smoke anymore, and now I can't even eat the food I want. See what I work with here?
Burke evidently knows how to show his discontent. I don't understand why Burke doesn't like chicken. With his figure, it would only do him good. The pallet hasn't been placed so strangely by accident. I have to move it away somehow. There may be another clue in the shaft under it. There's probably another clue in the shaft, another piece of the puzzle prepared for me by that loony. No, regrettably, I can't move it, but I have to get there somehow. I should get that pallet out of the way. There should be a building site behind that door. I saw it from the street. That door won't open. I can't wait for a search warrant, and who knows if I'll get one at all. I have to find a way to get in there now. There's a rather large dog behind that gate, and quite furious, too. The door to the building site is open, but even so, I doubt anyone would go in there, at least not with that ferocious watchdog inside. The latch has no lock on it. Either the building site manager really trusts that dog, or someone has forgotten to lock it here. I can't leave the latch open. That monster would open the gate and tear me to pieces. I have to lure the dog away somewhere, or at least calm it. Interesting. If the door opens inside, it will completely block that niche. That doesn't make any sense. I'd say that this won't lead anywhere. I could lengthen that latch like this. If I attach the bar to the latch with a wire, I'll be able to lift it and lay it down again. Hey, would you like a snack?
Hey, you know you're trespassing, right? Wait, don't say anything. I don't want to know about it.
Apparently, no one unauthorized should enter the building site. But I'd say the wall covered with human blood puts it in quite a different light. The pallet completely blocks the door to the church. If I want to open it, I'll have to get it away first. There's a lot of building material and tools lying around. It looks like the restoration works haven't properly started yet. The building wasn't locked, but they're not so trusting to leave keys in the ignition of the forklift. The engine is covered by the hood, and moreover by a seat. So let's see what's hiding under the seat. A car battery, basically the same kind as those in most cars. I have no idea what I should do with that, but I certainly don't want to take it with me. The ignition is under that plastic cover. I can't open it. Something is holding the cover in place. The ignition is secured by a common bolt. The first bolt is out, one more to go. The second bolt is out and the ignition cover is loose. Here's the ignition. It really wasn't so hard to get to it. God knows where that wire comes from. No, I won't take out those wires. Too bad there's no key in there. Common electric cable. Looks new. I'll take that cable. One end of the cable is attached now. All right, the engine is running. I couldn't do that with a modern car, but this one is quite a different thing. And just to make sure, I put the cable back in its place. Let's go. One could climb up this ladder. Unfortunately, its lower part is raised and locked in place, so I can't reach it. One could climb up this ladder. Oops, I think I just broke something on that ladder. I'll use the elevator. Large piece of broken brick. Although it looks old, it doesn't crumble. This brick is quite heavy. I hope I won't be carrying it needlessly. Now it's possible to easily take the lock away. Great, the ladder is down so I can use it. The fork cannot go any lower. I can't go that way. The church corridor is behind that door with the pallet blocking a maintenance shaft. I have to open the door and move the pallet somehow. The doorstep of that door is a bit loose. Not much, but there's some space there. Well, no. I definitely won't do it with only my bare hands. A loose cramp iron, the kind usually used on building sites. I could use such a thing. I knew that the cramp iron was good for something. If I hammer the cramp iron a little, it should hold. The doorstep is gone, and there's quite a large crevice under the door now. The church corridor is behind that door with the pallet blocking a maintenance shaft. Okay, and the box is up. Hard to say where this shaft is leading. It's too dark in there. It's too dark down there. I can't see a thing.
I don't think it's a good idea to search for something in the dark.
You have a flashlight with your equipment, don't you? Could I borrow it?
Of course.
Oh my God. All three of them? All three of them murdered and buried in this cold, damp shaft. And the mark. It's how Max signed his paintings. What's going on here? What should I do? There's a symbol resembling an hourglass carved in their foreheads. The new mark that Max wanted to start signing his paintings with. But how did it get here? Why, no one could even have known about it. I decided to mark the sign, the one Max used to sign his paintings with, as evidence, because the sign is tagged and the FBI crew will have to notice it. I hope I made the right decision.
You're really pale. Don't say you didn't expect that. I would have guessed we'd find them somewhere here.
No, not that. It's something else. There's something weird going on here, Kira. Dreadful. Something I don't understand.
You shouldn't be so hard on yourself. We've just found 3 dead bodies. That would shock anybody. Give it some time. It's a lot to take in. Or is it something else?
No, you're right. It's only the bodies. I just need to think a while.
You know what? Go and tell that cop to take you to the hotel. At least he'll be useful. I'll call you later, all right? Get a shower, a snifter, and go to sleep. Agreed?
I guess you're right. Thanks. I need to go over something with you. Do you have a moment?
Sure.
You can cancel the search for those technicians.
Wait, you want to say...
Come with me. You have to see for yourself.
Those bodies, I feel like an idiot. And to think I told you how thoroughly we'd searched. But that's the people I work with.
Well, maybe it would be better not to rely only on those procedures of yours and to show a little initiative.
Yeah, that may be so. Well, if you want, Edwards here can take you to the hotel.
I would be grateful. I need to recuperate a bit.
I understand. You've got a plane booked for tomorrow evening, right? To tell you the truth, I thought you would fly back to Europe without helping us in any way. I owe you more than an apology. You have plans for tomorrow? Would you accept an invitation for dinner?
I appreciate it, but I'd rather not make any plans. Maybe I'll just stay in the hotel.
Yeah, I understand how you feel. I've seen a lot, but I had my first time too. But hey, I'm just a man. You'll be fine. You know what? I'll call you tomorrow and ask if you're all right.
Right. Goodbye.
The morning's creeping in after.
I need to go over something with you. Do you have a moment?
Sure.
You can cancel the search for those technicians.
Wait, you want to say...
Come with me. You have to see for yourself.
Those bodies, I feel like an idiot. And to think I told you how thoroughly we'd searched. But that's the people I work with.
Well, maybe it would be better not to rely only on those procedures of yours and to show a little initiative.
Yeah, that may be so. Well, if you want, Edwards here can take you to the hotel.
I would be grateful. I need to recuperate a bit.
I understand. You've got a plane booked for tomorrow evening, right? To tell you the truth, I thought you would fly back to Europe without helping us in any way. I owe you more than an apology. You have plans for tomorrow? Would you accept an invitation for dinner?
I appreciate it, but I'd rather not make any plans. Maybe I'll just stay in the hotel.
Yeah, I understand how you feel. I've seen a lot, but I had my first time too. But hey, I'm just a man. You'll be fine. You know what? I'll call you tomorrow and ask if you're all right.
Right. Goodbye.
The morning's creeping in after a disconcerting night. Alone in your hotel room, you have a lot to think about. What will you put in the report? How can you describe things that scare you so much? Things you don't understand. 3 pairs of pale eyes guarding Max's sign. Oh, how I wish I could tell you that it's going to get better. That the morning will bring disclosure. That the worst is over. But I can't, Laura.
Come on, sit in the front. Soga can try sitting behind the bars for once. Can't you, Caesar?
Sure, I've never wanted anything more.
Is that allowed?
Well, after all, you're a cop, so what? And Burke wanted us to get you to the airport like a VIP guest. Those are his exact words.
People often misjudge him, don't they? But he's not really a...
Pandeo? Yeah, sure he is. Selfish, proud as a peacock.
You didn't hear the press conference, did you? How he talked about finding those bodies?
No, why?
Let her hear it.
Wait, I have it in my cell phone. I'll just turn up the volume.
Sometimes he says such bullshit we just have to record it with the boys. But this time it was really hard ass.
Here it is.
Captain Burke, who found the bodies? If I get it right, local police and the FBI were investigating the place at the same time.
Yes, our department had to pass the crime scene to the FBI. Nevertheless, when their investigation was heading nowhere, we took it over again.
How should we understand this?
I searched the crime scene myself, discussed my results with an expert invited by the FBI from France, and thus we came to the bodies. Of course, it's not my intention to praise myself. I only noticed a couple of things and realized a few connections. It's nothing that would...
Blah, 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 and he's celebrating himself for at least 5 more minutes.
That's really unbelievable.
You get used to it. I remember the...
To all patrols, code 1071 in Chinatown on Wentworth Street.
523, 10-4, we're close to it. We'll check it.
523, 10-0.
There's been a gunshot nearby. We'll just check it and then we can carry on. We do have time, right?
Of course, why not? I'd like to see you in action.
Should be somewhere around... Look, Burke's car.
Maybe he heard that too and got here ahead of us?
I don't think so. I'll ask headquarters. 523, 1097. Burke's car is here. We require further instructions.
523, 1023. 523, Captain Burke reported a meeting with a contact. He left particular instructions for no one to interrupt him.
What the hell does that mean? We've got a reported shooting here and we're not going to do anything about it? Burke may be in real shit.
523. Someone reported the 1071 and we can see a police car. Shouldn't we check it out?
523, stay with us. I'm trying to contact Captain Burke.
I hope they try his cell phone because they won't reach him in the car.
So we wait. Madame Durand, if it takes too long, we will call you a cab, all right?
Okay, at least I can stretch my legs.